lies.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Body Bags. I am MikeyFish Horror, and I am your Friday host. Yeah, dude, today we're going to be talking about a pretty cool little flick from Japan, I do believe. Yes. Yeah, Tokyo Shock original. Yeah, that's Machine Girl. Yeah, dude, Machine Girl is awesome. Let me tell you about Machine Girl. Machine Girl is about a movie. Machine Girl is about a girl who is taking revenge on these kids, not kids, they're like, you know, teenagers and whatnot, who killed her younger brother. They killed him because he owed them some money, and they killed the younger brother and his best friend, and now she's out to get revenge on this kid. Just so happens this kid is the son of I don't know if it's a Yakuza, like, you know, if he's like a Yakuza crime lord or what, but he's a leader of some gang, and so she pretty much just barked up the wrong tree, and so she goes out for revenge. They catch her, they torture her, cut off her arm, and so now she escapes, gets away, and then ends up at the her brother's friends, the friend who died, his home, and his parents don't want anything to do with her. They think it's her fault, or her brother's fault, that their son was dead. But they're mechanics. They actually end up taking her in, and eventually, and they build her this. They're mechanics, so they build her this arm, which is a gun, and they put it on her, and then they go out and get their revenge on these kids and all this stuff, and it's a wild ride, man. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole story behind this movie. Okay, so if you've seen an Asian splatter film, you know that they're fucking off the wall, batshit crazy, and this is no exception. This movie is crazy. It's nuts. It's just tons of gore, non-stop gore. It's a lot of fun though, man. Jesus. Some of the gore is just like, if you've seen it, you know that it doesn't make any sense, like how things happen, like that wouldn't happen, like with physics and shit, that just wouldn't happen. You know, like a guy gets cut up by these little throwing stars that are about, you know, they're probably about that big, but 3 of them hit him, and then he like splits in like 3 parts. Like, this wouldn't split me in half all through here. Maybe here, but not like his whole body just like splits up into 3 parts. That would never happen, but it's a lot of fun. It makes for a great time. And yeah, man, this movie is just all out gore, non-stop action. It's on the line, the borderline of horror. I call it horror because I think revenge usually goes into like a horror section if it has that feel. And this movie, because of all the blood and just mayhem that's going on with it, I put it in my horror collection, no doubt. It's kind of like, it's less horror than like Tokyo Gore Police because there's not like monsters and shit in it, but if you watch it, you'd understand why I put it in the horror section. But man, dude, I don't know what to say about it other than it's just, if you want a movie that's gonna be off the wall crazy with a ton of gore, just so much gore, this is one. This is my favorite, like, I'd say this is my favorite, like, Asian shock type movie. This is definitely the one I always go to. I rewatch this movie all the time. It runs a little long. I'd say I can't see how long it is, but it does run a little long. But that's okay because it's just so much going on that you don't even really notice it. It just flies by. It's so much fun, man. Definitely check this one out. If you ever get the chance to watch Machine Girl, if you don't own this movie, buy it. This movie needs to be in every collection. It's tons of fun, man. It really is. Definitely check out Machine Girl. The girl in it, she's pretty cute, and so is the mom to the other kid whose son died. Or the kid whose son died. No, the other mom whose son died. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, dude. So much fun. Doesn't make sense for like most of the time, but that's okay because it's a great time. It's just fun. It's just fun, man. Anyways, yeah. So that is Machine Girl. Machine Girl is great. Definitely check it out. And definitely check me out next Friday. I'll be back again to rock out with another review. Anyways, guys, I will see you next time. I'm MikeyFish Horror. Later, dudes.